Shalom, Israel. Give honor to the Most High and Saint Yahushua. We are the Battle Axes coming into another Monday night class, a Monday night dine-in where we don't dine with the swine. We always give praise, honor, and glory to our Maker, our Creator, for giving us the allowance to be amongst the living. With this allowance that He gives us, we need to be feeding our spirit each and every day, getting more opportunity in the Bible, getting more wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the truth of what we're going into. We give honor to the brothers and sisters out here around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and sisters being submissive, being housewives, being dressed in modesty, brothers putting that work in, man, standing up, contending for the faith. Tonight's class we're going to, we prefer lies over truth. As a nation of people, we prefer lies over truth. And it's not just started, you know, it came from, it's a trickle down effect of how this thing started, you know. So we'll just touch on some scriptures tonight over the truth and lies, and just get a little understanding of and matter of fact, we're going to touch on who is the liar, and we already know who that is. But we're going to give a precept to prove why, how the liars have manipulated us as a nation of people and have us in a discombobulated mind state, right? Have us in turmoil as a nation of people. So like I said, tonight's class, we prefer lies over truth. Let's get a well-known precept. The first precept I learned when I was in the truth. John 8:32. For real.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Well-known precept, but heavy hitter.
And ye shall know the truth.
And ye shall know what?
And ye shall know the truth.
And ye shall know the truth. Read on.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth will make you free. See? Why is it such a heavy scripture? Because truth will have your mind not in a captive state of mind. See, this is the way that you get out of captivity mentally. It's by truth. See, lies have us in a captive state of mind. Lies have us thinking that, what? God loves everybody. Lies have you thinking that, what? We're all Gentiles. Lies have us thinking that, what? Christ is a so-called white man named Cesar Borgia with doggy stringy hair. And that keeps your mind in captive mode. But when you find the truth will make your mind free of what's going on in this world. Because now you're used, or you know what's going on. You're not lost anymore. You don't think that, some white man, so-called white man, is coming to save us Israelites, and they the same people that's killing us daily, or putting their foot on our neck daily. So read that again.
Verse 32 from the top. And ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free.
And this is how you make your mind free. This is how you become mentally free. This is mentality, freedom of mentality, by getting the truth. Now we know we got curses on us. We're captive. We still got to go and work in Esau's kingdom, right? Each and every day. Brother and sister probably just got off, had things they had to do, man, clocking that, punching that clock daily. But mentally, see, this is the war that we're fighting. We're not fighting carnally, it's spiritually minded. And spiritually minded, freedom is the truth. Your mind is free when you understand the crafty counsel and the devices that the liars of this world, or the deceivers, or the devil has for us. Man. So truth makes you free, not lies. But we prefer lies over truth. And when we prefer lies over truth, what does that do? It keeps us in the same mindset. We don't grow spiritually. We don't grow like we should because we're still thinking carnal minded. So the truth will make us free, but we have to understand that if we prefer lies, then we don't want to grow mentally. We don't want to grow spiritually. A lot of times we stay in that position because, we like sin. Sin feel good, don't it? It do. Sin feel good. Everybody say, well, damn, why the Lord don't want you to do everything that feel good? Hey, keeping these laws that you feel good too, though. Gaining new brothers and sisters that you never met before, getting an understanding of new people, man. That feels good too, man. Gathering together with like-minded people that want to see you make it as much as you want to make it for them. So that feels good too. But we prefer lies over truth. Go to Romans 1:25. Matter of fact, before we go to Romans, go to Jeremiah 16:19 first. Jeremiah 16:19.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19.
Bring it out.
Oh Lord, my strength.
Oh Lord, my what?
Oh Lord, my strength.
Because that is our strength, man. You know, people think they in there, he lifting the ball 225, 315, 3 plates on each side. They think that's their strength, man. You know what I'm saying? A little tricep, bicep showing, you know what I'm saying? They think that's their strength. But our strength is our Lord, man. That's our only power and strength. Read up.
And my fortress. And my refuge in the day of affliction.
And my refuge. That's my hiding spot. That's where we need to go each and every time we have a problem. The Lord is your refuge, man. Let him handle all of your problems. It says, and my refuge. This is my safe house. When I go to the scriptures, that should comfort me. That's my comfort. That's my refuge. To get away from the world, my refuge is what? Learning the scriptures in the Bible. That's how I get away from the world. Read up.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
The Gentiles shall come from the ends of the earth, man. Read up.
It shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Surely what?
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies. And guess what it does? This is trickle down effect. Our fathers inherited lies, so guess what we're going to do? We're going to inherit lies. Our big mothers and big fathers and grandfathers went to what? Church? So now what we doing? Now we going to church, right? Now we singing on hymns and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wade in the water and stuff. Come on, man. We inherited these same lies that our fathers inherited. Where did it come from? What Gentile is this talking about? What Gentiles is it talking about? The Gentiles have come from unto us from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. It says the heathen Gentiles. It says the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers. That's right. That's us. That's Gentiles, us. Because when we in lies, we're in a Gentile state of mind. But we don't know who the hell we are. When we in lies, we thinking that we what? Black. Same color as shoes and shirts and things of this nature. We think we African Americans, right? That's when we're in a Gentile state of mind when we inheriting these lies, man. It says, surely our fathers have inherited lies. Read up.
Vanity. And things wherein there is no profit.
But see, we prefer lies over truth, but ain't no profit in lies. You don't gain nothing in lies. You don't build yourself up in lies. You know, you stay the same person, or you diminish in lies, basically. You let a lot of years leave off your life, man, when you going and basing yourself off lies. Each and every day, a so-called LGBTQ, whatever they are, they live a lie every day they wake up. As soon as they hit the ground, the Lord give them that grace to see another day, they live in lies. But we prefer that. Like we always say, what they say, oh, just tell me I'm going to make it. Just tell me I'm going to make it. Don't tell me my sin. Just tell me I'm going to make it. Well, I can't tell you that. But the most I said, fornicators won't make it to the kingdom, man. Whoremongers won't make it to the kingdom. Liars won't make it to the kingdom. Yeah, you can bring that up. Yeah, you can bring it up. Isaiah 30:9. We inherited lies and we prefer lies. This is great, and I ain't even bring this out either. I ain't even put it. We definitely got to do that. We prefer lies over truth, man. Just tell me it's gonna be okay, man. Even though I know it ain't just make me feel like it is.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9.
That
this is a rebellious people.
A what?
A rebellious people.
What kind of children?
Lying children.
What kind of children?
Lying children.
Lying children. That's who we are. We're a bunch of liars, man. Came home, he hit 12 points. He come telling everybody he hit 28. Boy, I hit 28 tonight. You ought to seen me, boy. I was on point tonight, man. I was crossing them over left, right. I hit 28. Hit 12 points. We don't do that, though. We got pride on us, man. Pride is lies, too, man. Read on.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
They will not hear the law of the Lord. Just tell me something good. Read on.
We say to the sea, see not.
Don't see my sin. I prefer lies. I don't want the truth. That's why Amos 5 and 10 said, I'll become your enemy because I tell you the truth. No, don't see the truth in me. Tell me it's gonna be okay. Read on.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't prophesy to me right things. Come on, man. What kind of that doesn't make no sense. Don't give me the truth. But what?
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us what?
Speak unto us
smooth things. They want smooth things, man. Because we prefer what? Lies over truth. Prophesy. Don't prophesy right things. Prophesy smooth things, man. Smooth words. Joel Osteen, just talk to me soft and sensitive. You know? Just tell me how crypto dollar tell me to get the money, or just go get the bag. Yeah, I'd rather hear somebody on the streets tell me something rather than you tell me the truth. We don't want to hear the truth. You know?
Prophesy deceit.
Prophesy what?
Prophesy deceit.
Prophesy lies. That's what they want. Don't tell me the truth. Just give me some lies. Come on, man, you're a prophet, right? What makes me feel good? Nah. I'm going to give you the truth. Sometimes the truth hurt, right? But then guess what? The truth make you feel good too, man. But right now, man, I gotta hurt you. I gotta hurt myself sometimes. Right? We are each other well. We are our brothers, man. Sisters as well. We the judges of earth, so we gotta judge the thing accordingly. What? Not suffer sin upon our brother and sister, man. So I gotta give it to you the way the Most High God gave it to us, and that's true. Right? Let's go back. Jeremiah 16 and 19. Read that again.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength, and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
Read on.
It shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies. So this is a trickle-down effect. Our fathers inherited lies, and now they're coming down on us. And if we don't do nothing about it, our children are going to inherit the same lies, man. And if they don't do nothing about it, then their children are going to inherit lies, man. And we're going to always be stuck in the same situation, wondering why the hell we can't get up out this rut or this hole. Because we prefer lies, man. We got to get this truth, you know.
Vanity and things wherein there is no profit.
Vanity and things wherein there is no profit. Ain't no profit, like I said, in lies. You don't gain from lies, man. Probably tell you look clean, you got on 3 different blues. And you go out there and don't nobody want to say nothing to you, you wonder why. You didn't gain nothing from that, you lost because you got on 3 different blues. But your partner told you look good. That's a lie. It's not going to profit you nothing. Telling you you're a black, Hispanic, Native American, that's not going to profit you because all through your life you're going to go through thinking you black. You from the land of Africa, America, wherever that is. You will always think that. That's not going to profit you nothing. Now we knowing that we Israelites, that the motherland is Jerusalem. Now we knowing that that's our homeland, right? That our forefathers and foremothers went through the same things that we went through. Now that prophecy. Because now we get a better understanding of what's going on. Now, like I said, mentally, we're not slaves anymore. Because we know what's going on. Look at Esau and say, I know you crafty devices. Try to pick on you at work. They get down on you. Hey man, could you go down here for my brother? You just asked me to go here, but you know what? I got you. That thing you gonna do is tell him I cussed you out and did all this to you. See, I'm just gonna go. As long as I can get away from you, I'm fine. But that doesn't profit you nothing, man. Romans 1 and 25.
Book of Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
But who did this? Read that again.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
See, we prefer these lies, but who did this, man? Because the prophets of old, Job, Abraham, Isaac, they didn't prefer lies, man. You had wicked brothers and sisters among the nations that always did, but we didn't always prefer lies, man. Who changed the truth of God into a lie, man? Who did it? Read on.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
And that's what we're doing. We're serving creatures over the creator. We're pleasing man rather than pleasing the Most High God. We're pleasing self rather than pleasing the Most High God. Right? Read on.
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
All right, keep going.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
He gave them up to vile affection. That's why we're going off these days. That's why you see all this homosexuality going on. Because the Most High gave them up to vile affection, man. Because of the lies that we've inherited. Right? Esau tell you it's okay for you to grow up a man, be a man, but then go swim with the women. Just say you're a woman. Those are lies that we inherited. Therefore, God gave us up for vile affection, man. You know.
For even the women did change their natural use into that which is against nature.
Because the natural use of a woman is to what? Procreate the world. That's the natural use of a woman. And the natural use of a man is to what? Plant the seed. The natural use of a woman is to carry the seed. How you gonna plant a seed in somebody's butt, man? In another man's butt, man. And let's get to it. These are lies that we've inherited, man. And they like this thing. How you go procreate a woman with another woman? It won't work. It won't happen, man. But we prefer these lies and wonder why things ain't going good for us, man. But even a woman changed the natural use into that which is against nature. That's against nature, man. Come on, man. We always said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And we didn't. It never was made like that. This is against nature. Read on.
And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
Leaving the natural use of a woman, doing what?
Burned in their lust.
Doing what?
Burned in their lust.
Because it's all vanity. Lies are vanity. It's just burned in their lust. That's what you want to do. Oh, God made me a woman. I'm a man, but he really made me a woman. No, he didn't. He made you what he supposed to make you. Like I always say, you think he made you a plate, but then you want to say, no, I should have been a cook. So what, God make a mistake? Nigga, you for carrying food, man. Meatloaf and stuff go on you, man. Potatoes. Don't no water go in you, man. You're not supposed to be carrying drink. You plate. But the lies and the vanity. But the thing is, who changed this truth, right? Who did this? What nation of people did this? We got a part to play in it. But who is out here showing us lies each and every day on TV? Who is showing us lies each and every day, man? Commercials, shows, radio, all this stuff, right? Go to 844. See, the lies that we prefer is the nation of people that we prefer. The lies that we prefer are the people that we try to save each and every day. Y'all heard him talking about what about the Arab, man? What about the Arab, man? What y'all talking about the Arab? No, it's the so-called white man. The lies that we prefer is the same nation of people that we prefer, man. We just can't do it without Master, right? I can't see myself living in a world without Esau. But guess what? You're mentally enslaved with lies, because guess what? As Israelites, that's going to be the greatest day, man. A world without the ones that's out here lying to us, rape, robbing, murdering our ancestors, killing our children in these streets. That's going to be a great day, man. Read this, John 8:44.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44.
Bring it out.
Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
So this is what Esau is, the nation of people. They are the father. They are the father of lies, man. You are of your father, the devil, man. And this started way back when we got the first crack of Esau on the planet, man. Jacob and Esau, man. Ever since the beginning of the time, before they even born, it was always hatred and lying in the womb, man. Esau want to say, he stole my birthright. No, it wasn't. You gave it up. The father of lies from the beginning, right? Read on.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
And guess what? Esau got a lot of blood on their hands, man. Because when we are here killing each other over gang violence, over street signs, over colors, who did that? Esau the one did that, man. Well, they first had Bloods and Crips, community resistance and progress. They weren't about that. What the white man do? Infiltrated that thing and said, well, I'm put some guns in there. Let's get them some drugs and drop these guns off on them. And then they gonna go against each other. That's a color thing. That's a hood thing. It's a street thing. Esau got a lot of blood on their hands, man, because every time we do this as a nation, it's because of the mentality that we've had, that we've inherited these lies. Read out.
And abode not in the truth. Because there is no truth in him.
Because there ain't no truth in him. See? We prefer lies over truth. We prefer Esau over our own people. But when you dealing with Esau, it ain't even no truth in him, man. It ain't no truth. So-called white man coming on the job and say, yeah, we're going to be working 12 hours, man. I didn't want to do it. You're damn right. I didn't want to work. Yeah, you did. You had to do your work 24 hours a day. Ain't no truth in them, man. Freedom.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
When he do what?
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Man, read out.
For he is a liar.
Read that again.
For he is a liar.
It can't get no easier than that. That's common. Like what you say is common sense. Common. Don't be a dummy. Say he is a liar, man. Read out.
And the father of it.
And read that again.
And the father of it.
And the father of it. So who changed the truth of God into a lie? How do we inherit these lies? From this wicked nation of Esau. Who do we prefer over everybody? Esau, man. The biggest liar on the planet, man. We prefer that thing now. Go to first, second Maccabees 4. Yeah.
Verse 45. And because I tell you the truth, you believe you not.
And because we tell you the truth, you don't believe us. Esau go out there and tell you that you gotta go white windows for $7 an hour. You gonna go white windows for $7 an hour. I'll come to you and say, I give you $7 for white windows. Oh, nah, that's too late. You trying to tuck paying me. Esau tell you to work for $7, you gonna go work for $7. Your brother trying to get you to go work for $7. And now, think I'm done. You think I'm stupid. But because we tell you the truth, you don't believe us. Because we prefer these lies. Second Maccabees 4 and 15.
It's the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 16.
15.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians, best of all.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers, not how Abraham persevered, not how Job persevered, not how Abraham was obedient and obeyed, not how Isaac was obedient and obeyed. No, not them. Not the honors of their fathers, but like the glory of the Grecians, best of all. We're about to let that white man tell us what to do. We're rather let that Asian, that China tell us what to do. Not our own fathers. Not our cloud of witnesses of great renowned men, holy prophets, man. Not them, no. I don't want everything talking. And you see that Capt, everybody else will tell me what you think. Now I'm gonna tell you what the prophets think, what the Bible think. We don't want to hear that. Not the prophets, but the glory of the Grecians, best of all. Who are the Grecians? What nation people are Grecians? Now, just period. Who are the Grecians? What's the Greek, right? Yeah. So what people are? Yeah, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It all boils down to the Edomites, man, right? But like we said, we know we got a lot of part to play in this, man. By being disobedient to our covenant that we made with our Father, with our God. But damn, They just went on and did a little more dirtier, man. They just kicked us when we was down, you know what I'm saying? So it said, we liking the best of the Grecians, best of all, read on.
Verse 16, by reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
Read that again.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
We look at the so-called white man for our enemy, but also as our avengers that's going to save us. Tom just shot down Pookie in the streets. Pookie didn't have nothing. He had a toy gun on. But now we go run to Tom. As soon as something happens, think the Tom give a damn about you. He just shot little Pookie. Well, we look at them as being our enemies and our saviors, man. That is dumbfounding. Like we said, how is the so-called white man gonna come save you, and the so-called white man is the one that's doing this to you? It makes no sense. But we look at them as our enemies and our saviors or avengers, man. We don't.
Whose custom they follow, sir, so earnestly.
What custom do we follow of the so-called white man?
Their holidays.
Holidays, like I said, everything. What we talking about tonight, though? Lies. That's the custom we talking about tonight, lies. But we love a little lie, man. We didn't use to lie to people, man, our people, man. That's not as much as we do today, man. I'm talking about we lie for nothing. The small lies, man. Ain't no such thing as no white lie. But the white lie ain't small. That's the biggest lie on the planet, man. They did. That's right. They know they lied. They said they want to call it a so-called white lie. But the only thing they lied about is that it's a small. Nah, that white lie is the biggest lie. Because it's a nationality lie. It's a heritage lie. That's right. They want to minimize everything, man. That's what they want to do. Read on.
Whose customs they follow so earnestly.
So what?
So earnestly.
So earnestly. We want to lie so earnestly. We want to be in Plano and Highland Park with them so earnestly. We think that's living. Now, living is the kingdom, man. Read on.
And unto whom they desire to be like in all things.
And what do we do?
And unto whom they desire to be like in all things.
Because we desire to be like them in all things. Tonight we talk about desiring what? To being a liar, man. Preferring lies over truth, man. Right? Go to Ezekiel, man. 16 and 15.
This book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 15. Mm-hmm. But thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and playedest the harlot.
And we did what?
And playedest the harlot.
We didn't trust in our own beauty, man. Our women didn't trust in their own beauty. They went and got extensions and weave. When the beautifulest thing is the so-called black woman on the planet, man, the Israelite woman. That curly hair is the best thing on the planet because your God has that same hair. But we didn't trust in our own beauty. We didn't trust in our curves and everything that we had going for us. But guess what? The other nations love our women. Look at them and be mad in the mud, man. Man, you love our women, but you hate us, man. Because we the best thing. But we don't look at ourselves as being the best because of the lies that we've been inherited to. We just another nigga. Let them tell us, man. We ain't gonna never be nothing. We ain't nothing. We ain't gonna never be nothing. But we don't trust in our own beauty and play this the harlot. How are we playing the harlot? By conforming to what they want us to conform to. Conforming to the holidays, conforming to the TV, the homosexual, all this. All this started from the so-called white man. Conforming to their lies. Preferring their lies over the truth, man. All right, read on.
Because of thy renown.
Because of what?
Because of thy renown.
Because of thy renown, man. Our renowned brothers and sisters, man. Right? We don't look at them and get our example from them. No. We want to look at the so-called white woman and get our example from them. Read on.
And pour this out thy fornication on every one that passed by. It was.
And it said it poured out thy fornications on everyone that passed by. That's what they did. They poured out their fornication on all of us, man. And well, guess what? They did a damn good job. Guess what? We got to raise up and prefer truth over the lies, man. That's all we're doing. If you think about it, being Israelite, you're preferring the truth over the lies. You're preferring to be what? Taught by the word of God rather than be taught by the man of the world or the ways of the world. You would rather go through what chastisement from God than go through chastisement from the world, right? We're preferring truth over the lies, man. Go to Esther, man, in the Apostle, chapter 13, verse
4. Book of Esther, chapter 13, verse 4. Declared unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people.
A certain what kind of people?
A certain malicious people.
A certain malicious people, man. A certain malicious people. What does the word malicious mean? Violent people, man. Wicked, evildoers people, man. Evil people, man. Malicious. Read on.
That had laws contrary to all nations.
And what did they do?
That had laws contrary to all nations.
And had laws contrary to our nation. That's what they do. They contrary to the truth. What's contrary to truth? Lies, right? The opposite of truth is a lie. They had laws contrary to our truth, man. Read out.
They continually despised the commandments of kings.
And did what?
They continually despised the commandments of kings.
And they can continually despise the commandments of our king. Nah. Don't do them laws, right? Don't do that. Like First Maccabees 1 and 11. Don't do what they do. Do what we want you to do. Leave your laws and let's all be what? One people. Right? Read on.
So as the uniting of our kingdoms, honorably attended by us, cannot go forward.
And that's what they did. They did this so that we cannot go forward or what? Grow or gain knowledge, right? Read on.
Seeing then, we understand that this people alone is continuing in opposition unto all men.
So the liars, this people, who is this people that we're referring to? The Edomites, man. They said they're continually in opposition unto all men. Guess what? It ain't just us. That's why that's why Russia going off on Ukraine. They tired of Esau too. They tired of the damn lies. How is it that the other nations tired of the lies, but we still want to go through it? How is it that they can understand that and they like, damn, they've been lying to us. Told us it was all good and ain't none of this good. They said they are continually, man, in opposition to all men. Read on.
Different, and a strange manner of their laws.
Read that again.
Different, and a strange manner of their laws.
Because they want to do their own thing. They want to bring their own laws, man. If we were guided by the laws of the Bible, this world would be so much better, man. The earth calling for truth, man. The animals upset, right? The trees pissed off. The gardens ain't growing like they should. GMOs coming out now. Yeah, tomatoes like shit. What the Israelites said? The grapes like, damn, what the Israelites said? I ain't got no seeds in me no more. They calling for truth, man. But we don't care. We just won't allow. It's a grape. It's a grape, man. That's how we look at it. It's a grape. But it ain't got no damn seeds in it. Oh, it's a banana, but it ain't got no seeds in it. That's a lie. We don't prefer the truth over that. Right, read on.
And evil affected to our state. Working all the mischief they can.
Working all the mischief they possibly can, man. Let me keep these Negroes in tune with each other. Let's get the light skin versus the dark skin Negro. Let's put on TV homosexuality. Let's put on TV nothing but sports and things. And let these Negroes know that the only way they're going to make it in this kingdom is they're basketball players. Put pork in everything. Every time they brush their teeth, they sin against their God. Every time they see 100% beef, we lied. That's why I tell people all the time when they ask us, do we eat pork? Not willingly. Because these damn bastards, boy, they something else, boy. You just pull up stuff, man. I'm talking about why do medicine have pork in it? Ibuprofen, y'all need to look at that. I know a lot of sisters use ibuprofen. The gel capsules of all this stuff. It's pork in this stuff, man. Why the hell is it? Marshmallow, why my marshmallow gotta have pork in it? Cheese, I used to love me man, come on, man. I passed by the store every day and said damn Rice Krispie treat me like, boy, they some damn devil. Knowing that was my favorite snack, man. I'm talking about, man, I don't want to hear it, man. Come on, man. We prefer the lie. Some people like, hell, fuck it. It is. We get it. Pork or not, right? But we prefer truth over lies right now. So we're going to look at it and say, damn. You just walk on. I don't even want to look at it. But we prefer the truth over lies, but they are continually in opposition to all men, and their laws and evil effect to our state, working all the mischief they possibly can, man. Each way they can, they work in mischief. Read on.
That our kingdom may not be firmly established.
Read that again, man. This is a heavy scripture, y'all. I don't know if y'all are hearing or going through this scripture, man. We're going to read this thing down again. But what's that last part?
That our kingdom may not be firmly established.
That our kingdom may not be firmly established, man. Why are they lying to us? To keep us from being what? On top, man. To keep us from being the greatest, man. To keep our God mad at us, man, right? That's a heavy scripture, man. Read that over. Start at 4, man.
Verse 4 from the top. Declared unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people.
And it's telling you, man, out of all the nations, you got all the 18 different nations in the Bible, but it was one malicious people, man. I want somebody to pull up that definition. I know malicious got a whole lot of different words. I want to see what malicious say in the definition. Out of all the nations, though, one malicious person of them all. So we was out there in Capt the other day, and the girl was like, well, it ain't just the white one now, but who the number one corporate in 80 Psalms 83 and 1? Edom, the tabernacle of Edom. Right, you got it. Read it out.
It says characterized by malice, intending or intended to do harm.
Intending or intended. We know what we're doing. We know we put pork in this toothpaste to harm you. We know we putting homosexuality on TVs to keep y'all down. We are intending to harm you. That's malicious, man. With the intent, knowing what you're doing. That's called what? Premeditated. You know, premeditated murder, boy, you getting the death penalty. You getting life. For sure you getting the death penalty. This is premeditated, malicious actions of Edomites. Read on.
It says intended to harm people or their reputation.
Or their what?
Or their reputation.
Meaning our what? Or our heritage. Intended to harm their reputation or their laws or their heritage, man.
Or
whatever.
To embarrass or to upset them.
To embarrass her, we are, boy. Well, that's a. I knew that definition was gonna be tough, man. Embarrass us or to upset us, man. As a nation of people, we should be upset. Surely oppression make a wise man mad. And a gift destroyed the heart. I don't care about you giving me a damn income tax check. I don't even get it. So I don't know. I know people that I don't get it. I ain't got income tax in probably 20 years. I put it out there. They want to come get me, come find me. Hey, come get me. But I ain't had a damn check in I don't know how long. Why? Because they set it up for me to go to college and get all these damn loans, and now I can't pay that mess back. And I mean, they want their money, boy. Yeah, that can cause this is student loan final attempt. Trying to get your man going on, man. When you go to other nations, man, the college is free. They want you to be smart over there. Esau wants you to be a dumb nigga, man. So they want you to be. That's crazy, man. But there's certain malicious people, read on.
That had laws contrary to all nations.
That had laws contrary to all nations, man. Not just us, but all nations. Laws contrary to all of them, man. Read on.
And continually despise the commandments of kings.
Uh-huh.
So as the united of our kingdoms, honorably intended by us.
The uniting of our kingdom. This is how they want to do. They want to unite us, right? Read on.
Cannot go forward. Seeing then, we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition to all men.
Seeing that we understand that this people are what?
Is alone.
Alone. This is the #1 corporate. Now we know we got enemies. And we know they all confederate against us. But then who was the first one that wanted to be confederate against us? Like I said, you go all the way back to who? Jacob and Esau. Then you get the spirit of what? Cain and Abel. This is the one people that has always been alone in opposition to us, man. What they do, they went to the Chinese men and said, yeah, let's join a bond together to keep these Negroes down. Right? Y'all know that God chose the people too. So let's go on and do this. They devised the plan. The Edomites devised the plan, man. Read out.
Different in a strange manner of their laws.
Of what?
Of their laws.
Read on.
And evil affected to our state.
Read on.
Working all the mischief they can.
Working all the mischief they can. And they doing a good job. Read on.
That our kingdom may not be firmly established.
That our kingdom may not be firmly established. See, we're trying to establish this kingdom right now, but it's not firmly established, right? It should be hundreds of thousands of people trying to get to this truth, right? This kingdom should be firmly established, but it's not because of the wicked intentions and mischief that this one malicious people have did to us. And mainly it's going into lies. Go to First Maccabees. We started at 11, 1:11.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Went out wicked men, right? Wicked men. This is after Alexander the Free, man. Right? Read out.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
And that's what happened. Go make a covenant with our enemies. Read out.
That are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Because we prefer that lie over the truth. Since we departed from our enemies, we done had much sorrow. Like our forefathers went into the wilderness. What they say? Oh man, the Lord brought us in the wilderness just to kill us off. At least we was eating good in Egypt. Right? Waiting on Moses to come down from Mount Sinai. They already tripping, man. That's the kind of people we are. Since we departed from the Edomites, we had sorrow. They don't understand that. We know departing from Edom is the best thing possible for us. But this is the device that they put upon us. Read on.
Verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
What did it do?
So this device pleased them well.
And guess what? Esau is very pleased with what they did, man. They are very pleased with what they're doing, man. Read on.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
They went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Read up.
Whereupon they built a place of exercise in Jerusalem.
What?
According to the customs of the heathen.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. They did what? Read that again.
Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
Now we know exercise is good for us, right? Good for the body, right? But where did these customs come from? See, the Edomites had us what? In back in the Greek captivity time, what? Caesar and Rome, and when you going out there to see the animals, chew you up into pieces, man. In a stadium like atmosphere. All the so-called white men looking at you, what we doing today? The same thing. You got the basketball team, all the so-called white folk right there on the floor. You might see one or two so-called Jakes with floor seats. But you know, them things costing that loot. Edomite just looking at you. And then what? LeBron say something, what the Edomite woman say? Shut up and dribble. Niggas, just shut up and dribble. We don't want to hear how you feel about the ways of the world. Niggas, just shut up and entertain us. Just go throw that ball. See how far you can throw it. Just go catch the ball, Negro. Just win for the city. Put on for Denver. Put on for San Diego. You do that. Don't say nothing. You ain't got to speak. You don't want to hear you talking. Just want to see you dribble. Want to see you play. This is what they did, man. They set up exercise places, man, according to the customs of the heathen. Jump over to 30 though.
Verse 30. And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit.
They did what?
And spake peaceable words unto them.
But all of was what?
But all was deceit.
What's another word for deceit? Lies. Spoke peaceable words to them, but all the words that they spoke, even though they sounded good, they was lies. Yeah, you can make it to the kingdom, being a homosexual. Lies. Just put a little extra money in the bucket. Lies. Read on.
For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city.
Read on.
And smote it very sore. And destroyed much people of Israel.
And see, when that word credence is when you start what? Believing in the lies. See, they waited on you to start believing in their lies. See, it's a part of their plan. How in the hell are we gonna get them to believe in the lie if we just go and jump off and just and now they was patient with it. They know what our book say. Patience is a virtue. Edomites were patient. What the how to be a slave? You let them know, man. If you do this right, you'll have you slaves for over 400-500 years, man, until what a great phenomenon occurred. Little did they know that the Bible prophesied that a great phenomenon occurred, which was the so-called black man to wake up, right? To bring their spirit of Elijah Ulysses back on this planet. That was that great phenomenon that occurred. But jump over to 48, man. Let's go read a little bit, man.
Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanity.
And this is profanation, that's right. So this is what they want us to do with their lives. They want us to not be circumcised. True circumcision is knowing who you are, getting to the scriptures, right? Abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, man. Root word profane, man. Wicked stuff. Read on.
To the end, they might forget the law.
To the end, they might forget the law. This is what they lies. This is what they lies are trying to accomplish. They want a lot of us, have us to believe and prefer lies, so that what? So that we might forget our law. We done forgot it, man. Right? Read on.
And change all the ordinances.
And change all ordinances. And that's what they want us to do. But Jeremiah 8:3. They wanted us to forget our laws, man.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life.
Read that again.
And death shall be chosen rather than life.
And death shall be chosen rather than life. So when we prefer lies over truth, what are we preferring? We are preferring or choosing death. Because truth is life. When you start getting the truth, that's when you start living, man. That's when you actually start living. Or we're preferring death over life, man. When we prefer lies over truth. Read that again.
And death shall be chosen rather than life. By all the residue of them that remain of this evil family.
By all the residue of them that remain in this evil family. Not some, but all. Isaiah 28:15.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
What do we do?
We have made a covenant with death.
So we made a covenant with death, man. You know, we made a covenant with our God, man. Let's go to Joshua right here. Hold that 3 seconds. Go to Joshua chapter 24. And 14. Joshua 24:14.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 14. Now, therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity
sincerity.
And in truth.
This is Joshua telling them that you need to serve the Lord and serve him in sincerity and truth. Read on.
And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood.
And put away the gods or the lies that we've inherited, right? Read on.
And in Egypt. And serve ye the Lord.
Read on.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
do what?
Choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Choose you this day whom you will serve, right? Read on.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell.
Read on.
But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
And this is what Joshua was letting the people know. He charged the people of Israel, saying, you need to choose a side today. Basically, what we're doing is we're making a covenant with our God to keep the commandments, right? And we know a covenant is what? An agreement. So Joshua is charging the people saying, I don't know about y'all, but and they know how Joshua got down. Now, Joshua wasn't no punk either, man. Joshua was tough too, man. And they know how Joshua got down. He said, but for me and mine, we gonna serve the Lord. Read on.
And the people answered and said, God forbid that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods.
So the people like, God forbid, hell no. God said, you serving the Lord, we serving him with you. This is a covenant that we made with the Most High God to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
For the Lord our God, he it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, in which did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went.
Drop down to 19.
Verse 19. And Joshua said unto the people, ye cannot serve the Lord, for he is an holy God.
Now he letting the people know. Now look now, y'all can't serve the Lord in half or in partiality. Because he is a what kind of God?
He is a holy God.
He is a holy God and what?
He is a jealous God.
And he is a jealous God. I mean, he letting them know, charging them that we finna make a covenant, but we gotta do what we said, right? Read on.
He will not forgive your transgressions, nor your sins.
Read on.
If you forsake the Lord and serve strange gods, then he will turn and do you hurt.
And do you hurt, man. Read on.
And consume you. After that, he had done you good.
So that sounds like Malachi 2:2 right there. He said he will consume you after what he done you good. Malachi 2:2 say that he will curse your blessing. Your blessing will be cursed. It's like you get that new F550 Benz, as soon as you make that turn, somebody come and turn that thing, go boom, total out. And guess what? You didn't have no insurance. That's how you get your curses blessed, right? He said he will consume you and do you hurt right after he done you good, man. Read on.
And the people said unto Joshua,
what did they say?
Nay, but we will serve the Lord. And Joshua said unto the people, ye are witnesses against yourselves, that ye have chosen you, the Lord, to serve him. And they said, we are witnesses.
So we are witnesses with ourselves, man. We can't sit up here and try to say, oh, we didn't do this. Our forefathers and our foremothers, they were witnesses of themselves. Basically saying what? We got to do this thing together, man. We got to get the world back in order together. We were witnesses ourselves. We made a covenant with the Most High God right there, man. We made a lot of covenants, man. But now, go back to Isaiah 28-15. Go back to Isaiah 28-15 up. But now what we doing? Because we made a covenant to keep the commandments, and we not keeping the commandments. Now we done made a covenant with what? With death, man. Because we prefer lies over truth. We prefer what? Not keeping the commandments over keeping the commandments. Right? Read it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, are we in agreement? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge.
We have did what?
We have made lies our refuge.
We have made lies our refuge. So remember, we made our refuge should have been the house of the Most High God, right? Should have been his Bible. Is it lies in his Bible? It's all true. But now we done made lies our place of rest. Right? Read on.
And under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Read on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone.
A tried stone, and what?
A precious cornerstone.
And who is this? What is this? I was shot. That's right. So I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, man. A precious cornerstone. Because you know that cornerstone is what? That's where that's your main foundation. If we build our foundation on Christ and then on the law, statutes, commandments, we'll have a great house, right? A great building, a great future, a great foundation. We know. A precious cornerstone, we know.
A sure foundation.
A what?
A sure foundation.
So truth is a sure foundation. We know.
He that believeth shall not make haste.
He that believeth shall not make haste. Don't turn away. Don't just because something go bad make haste. No. You know, we'll go try to blow your house down sometime. But hey, don't make haste in it. In that time, you got to keep pushing, right? Let's go to Baruch. Go to Baruch 2:30.
Look at Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
And that's why we refer lies to. We're a stiff-necked people. We're a lying set of people. We like unrighteousness, man. Well, we inherit these lies from the beginning of time. Read on.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
But read that again.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
In the land of their captivities. Where is the land of our captivity? America, right? So how the hell are we African American? Because it said in the land of our captivity, we will remember ourselves. Where are we captives at? We're captives in this land, man. This is not our land. This is not our homeland. This is an easy precept to let people know you're not a damn African. You're not a damn American, man. This is the land of your captivity. That's all this is. When people used to always say this ain't our home, this is a red, we just passed through. That's what we really doing. We just passing through just like we did what? Egypt. Just like we did with Assyria. Like we did in Babylon and Persia, me, and Greek and Rome, and now in the United States. This is not our homeland. This is the land where he sent us to go through what? Our captivity. So that's another way that they've been lying to us. Read on.
Verse 31. It shall know that I am the Lord, their God. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear.
So he give us a heart and ears to hear the truth, but a lot of people don't prefer the truth. What they stop their ears? The Ecclesiastes? When they stop their ears, man, read on.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
And it said it again. They shall praise me in the land of their captivity. Man. Read on.
And think upon my name. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds.
And that's how we got to do. Return from our stiff neck and wicked deeds. Man. Go to Baruch chapter 3, go to 10.
It's the book of Baruch chapter 3, verse 10. How happy Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land.
That we are where?
That thou art in thine enemy's land.
Where are we?
That thou art in thine enemy's land.
We're in our enemy's land, man. It's not our land. Why are we trying to be Americans and stuff? Why are we trying to fight for America? We in the army. We over in the Navy and the army for America. This ain't even our damn land. What we fighting for? So we ought to just step back. Go and knock them off, man. Not me, him. He got the badge on. He got the American the fatigue on. Get him. Not me. This is not our. This is the land of our captivity, man. Read that again.
Verse 10 from the top. How happy did Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land. That thou art waxing old.
That we are what?
That thou art waxing old.
In a what?
In a strange country.
In a strange country. This is not our homeland. Read on.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
We are defiled with who?
With the dead.
We're defiled with the dead, man. There can't nothing good come out of lies in so-called white. Can't nothing clean come out of unclean, right? So chapter 34. That's right. We voted for somebody to be our next slave master. Joe Biden, they won, but we was in Atlanta. Man, these so-called Jakes, man, these Jakes out there tripping, they partying, they crunk. Yeah, Joe Biden. Are you happy for your next slave master? talking about they were crunk. But it said, thou art defiled with the dead. We are defiled with the dead because we're taking on the ways of the dead. We're preferring lies over the truth. Read 11.
That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
And if we want to keep inheriting these lies and keep on preferring these lies, we are what? Read that again.
That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
We're going to be counted with them to go down to the grave, man. We want to keep playing. But in Proverbs 6 and 16. Why? Because the Most High hate that. Yeah, we talked about this the other day. He hates this thing, man. He hates. He said you're going to be counted to the down in the grave with them, man. Why? Because this is what the Most High God hates, man. They always say he hates the sin, but not the sinner. That's a damn lie. We love to prefer lies on truth. Where that's at? They send us somewhere. Where, Negro? He hates the sin and the sinner. Yeah, how can he hate the sin but not the sinner? Sin is what? The transgression of the law. Right? Weird. For real. 16 and 6 in Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 16.
Yeah, did I say 16?
16.
So like 6 and 16. I got it on the paper, right? Just said it.
Verse 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Abomination unto him. Read out.
A proud look.
A what?
A proud look.
Mm-hmm.
A lying tongue.
A what?
A lying tongue.
What do we hate?
A lying tongue.
The Most High hates a lying tongue, man. But we prefer a lying tongue over the truth, don't we? That's why we what? That's why we done made a covenant with death, man. Because he hate that thing, man. But he says 6 things, though I hate 7 of the abomination, a proud look, a lying tongue, man. What else?
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Who do that? Esau, number one corporate in that, boy. Hands that shed innocent blood, they shooting you down the streets for nothing, man. They come into your house. You can't even be in your house eating ice cream no more, big chilling no more, man. They come to your house and shoot you down. These are hands that shed innocent blood, but he said he hates a proud look and a lying tongue, man. Right? Colossians 3 and 9. Whoa.
Book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
But the Bible commands us to lie not one to another. We ain't supposed to lie to each other, man. Not no little lie, not no big lie. We ain't supposed to lie not one to another. He said because that's the old man that wanted to lie. That was the old woman that wanted to prefer and lie. The new man in Christ, the new man in these laws, he don't want to lie to his brother no more, man. When something hurting me and my brother asks me what's wrong, I want to tell him the truth. Because I need my brother on my side right now. I don't want to lie to him no more. Sister shouldn't want to lie no more. Read that again.
Verse 9 from the top. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old deed and the old man with his deeds.
Put off the old man with his deeds. That's the old man. That's the old man that want to keep lying, man. But the new man, we need to be that new creature, right? Go to Luke 8:17. Luke 8:17.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret.
Read that again.
For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. Read out.
That shall not be made manifest.
That shall not be brought into the light. Now read out.
Neither anything hid. That shall not be known and come abroad.
So every time we tell a lie, even though we try to tell that lie in secret, right? It's going to always come out. Ain't nothing in secret that won't be manifested. That's why people get caught up in their lies. Because every time you tell a lie, what you got to do again? And you got to what? Remember what? And you got to remember what? You got to remember the last lie that you told. Man, that shit hard. Excuse me, brother. That's hard, man. Just go on and tell them the truth. Yeah, brother. I owe you 20, right? And then what I tell you? Yeah, brother. You said you had to. Yeah, man. The garbage man. Yeah. I had to pay him because he took it. You got to remember the lie that you told last time. You got to set these things up. Too old for that now. My mind don't work like that no more. It's hard trying to tell a lie on top of a lie, man. But everything that comes, it's gonna come to the light. That lie is gonna be manifested sooner or later. You might think you get away with it, or somebody might know you lying and say, "Well, that nigga straight up lied to me." And they ain't want to say nothing to you, but they know you just straight up lied to me, brother. Go to Romans 12 and 19, man. It's long. Romans 12, 19. So like Proverbs 12 and 19, y'all. My bad. I gotta erase that one. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19.
Book of Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19.
Bring it out.
The lip of truth shall be established forever.
For how long?
Forever.
Truth is always going to be truth. And truth will always be established for how long?
Forever.
Forever. Truth is going to always establish itself forever, man. For what?
But a lying tongue.
But a what?
But a lying tongue.
But a lying tongue is what?
It's but for a moment.
It's only for a moment. Why do you think Israelites waking up right now? Because that lying tongue that we were African Americans, that we were blacks, that was only for a moment. But this truth ain't going away. This truth that we Israelites, that we are from Judah, that we're from Manasseh, Gad, tribe, you know what I'm saying? The homeland, everlasting life, that's truth, and that's forever, man. Like they say, this Bible was rewritten 1,000 times. It's still truth in this Bible, man. Because it can't be, truth will last forever, man. The Bible is the truth. Now, Esau, they gave us a different philosophy on the Bible. It ain't that they read the Bible to us wrong now. They just gave us a different spiel on what they thought. The Bible always said what it said. But they conflicted the Bible with what they wanted to conflict it with. And now that's the problem. Like we said, you can't learn nothing from the ungodly. Can't learn nothing from the ungodly. It said, read that again. That's tough.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever.
Read on.
But a lying tongue is but for a moment.
The lips of truth shall be established forever, man. So guess what? When you tell the truth, you ain't got to worry about going back and on that lie. You ain't got to worry about remembering what you said last time, because whatever you said last time was the what? It was the truth. Can't catch me up in no lie because I told the truth. But that lie, it's only going to last for a moment. Sooner or later, you're going to forget that lie. And that's what we're doing as a nation of people. We're forgetting the lies that we've been taught. The lies that we've inherited from our forefathers and mothers. Now we are forgetting those things, man. Now we are coming back to the truth side of what our ancestors did, right? Go to John 2 and 4. First John's right. First John 2 and 4.
Book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 4.
Bring it out.
He that said, I know him, and keep it not his commandments.
The so-called white man, they love to say, I know God, I know him in my heart. He's my personal redeemer and savior. Yes, Lord, yes. Yes, he's my strength, my power. But he that said he know him, and what?
Keep it not my commandments.
And keep it not his commandments is a what?
Is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
That's a liar. That's how we know that Esau is a deceiver and a liar and the father of it. That's how we know he's John 8:44. They're not keeping no damn commandments. Like I said, the so-called white man ain't growing a beard because of the law. They just growing a beard because they hairy beans. They just hairy beans by nature. Remember how Esau came out? He came out what? Red and hairy all over. They the ones came out looking like monkeys. I seen a picture on Facebook the other day. They said next time they tell you came from a monkey, put that picture. Monkeys got a little bit of lip. I know that's small lips, but man, them monkeys they ain't got no lips, man. Either man ain't got no lips. But they tell the most lies and they ain't got no lips, huh? That's crazy, boy. But they gave you that lie and said that you evolved from monkeys. You came from this start, this high, and you start walking. Theory of evolution. Get the heck out of here, bro. Come on, man. But guess what? That lie is only for a moment. We've been up with that. Yeah, even when they told us that in school, did we really believe that shit? We didn't even believe that, man. It was just school. You got a test on what you came from, where you come from, monkey. 8, got 100. I don't give a damn. I don't care. We did. But now we know the truth, man. We're going to put it out there, man. Like they said, when you go and do your application now, African American, no. Hispanic, no. Other, yes, because it ain't on there. I'm going to write in there Hebrew, Israelites. Because that law was only for a moment, man. No tell me I got to check one when they guess what, this job not for me, bro. I ain't checking nothing that I'm not. Because we know that truth is going down forever, man. Right? Read this again, man.
Verse 4 from the top. He that said, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
So they are liars, man, and we know that, man. We know that they're liars, man. Revelation 21:8.
And the truth is not in him.
Read that again. That's the best part of that scripture.
And the truth is not in him.
And the truth is not in these people, man. Truth is not in a liar. The truth can't come from a lie, right? A clean thing can't come from an unclean thing. It can't. The truth ain't in them, man. Revelation 21 and 8.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter
Start at
21, verse 7.
Bring out.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things.
But he that overcometh, if we overcome these lies, if we overcome this with the ways of the world, we shall inherit all things. Read out.
And I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
And he shall be my son, man, and daughters. Read out.
But the fearful and unbelieving.
So you know we can't. It's a sin to be in fear, right? That 1 Timothy 1:7. Fear. 1 Timothy 1:7. You can't have no fear, man. The only person you want to fear is the Most High God. Read out.
And abominable.
And abominable. We just read 6 things the Lord hates, right? In Proverbs 6, right? It says 7 are abominations. So it said those that are fearful and abominable, who else?
And murderers.
Every time you hate your brother in your heart, you are considered a murderer. Right? Read on.
And whoremongers. And sorcerers. And idolaters.
And we know that sorcery is going into what? Yeah. The 2 Samuel 15:22. 1 Samuel 15:22. Give me 1 minute, brother. Yeah. First I'm gonna read it right quick. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. So even though witchcraft is rebellion is like witchcraft, right? 1 Samuel 15:23. But it said the whoremongers, the sorcerers, sorcery is going into witchcraft. But when you are being not obedient, rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. So when you rebel, and guess what? You want to go. You don't want to get this truth. You want to keep inheriting these lies. You commit witchcraft right there. So that's going into it. Sorcery. Let's go back to Revelation. Read verse 8 again. 17. It was 2 Timothy 1:7. Fear is 2 Timothy. I said 1 Timothy 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7 for fear.
Verse 7 from the top.
8.
Well, verse 8 from the top. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable.
Read on.
And murderers and whoremongers.
And what?
And whoremongers.
And read on.
And sorcerers and idolaters. And all liars.
And what?
And all liars.
And some liars.
And all liars.
And all liars what?
Shall have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone.
Man, this is a lake that burns with fire and brimstone. This lake that we want to be in? Which is what?
Which is the second death.
This is the second death. See, this that soul burning. See, boom, you heart failure or congestion or whatever the case may be. That's the first death. But that second death is your soul burning everlasting in the lake of fire and brimstone, man. We don't want that, man. But it said all liars. All liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone. And that's the second death, man. That's the death you don't want to see. You don't want to see that second death, man. But if you die your first death, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you won't see that second death, right? But the dead in Christ shall rise what? First. Go to Psalm 40 and 4. Psalm chapter 40, verse 4. So we got to make truth our preference, man. And that's it. It's easy. It's not a heavy class, but this is just something that we do as a nation of people, man. When we don't want the truth, we just don't. That's a problem. We prefer the lies, man. Book of Psalms chapter 40, verse 4.
This book of Psalms chapter 40, verse 4. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust.
So we need to trust in the Lord, because when we make the Lord our trust, we are considered to be what? Blessed. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust. When you trust in the Most High God, when you trust in the law, when you trust in the word that he gave us, right? Read on.
And respect it, not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies.
And if we don't turn aside to the lies, then we'll be blessed, right? It said, and respect it, not the proud. A lot of people respect Esau. They respect it for what they're doing, man. I can't get jiggy with that. Can't get down with that, man. They look up to them. Oh, they're a Fortune 500 company, man. I could work with them, but how did they get it? Off the backs of your mothers and fathers, man. Off the backs of our ancestors, man. Off lies. They didn't get it off the truth. They got it off of lies, man. But it said, if you don't respect the proud, nor turn aside to the lies, that's how you be blessed, man. We want to make sure we stay blessed by not respecting the proud or conforming to lies. Jump over to Psalm 62 and 4.
Book of Psalms chapter 62, verse 4.
Yeah.
They only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
Read that again.
They only consult.
They only consult
to cast him down.
To cast him down from his what?
From his excellency.
From his excellency. What is that going into? The other nations, they consult to cast us down from our heritage. From us being that great people, from us being that Deuteronomy 7 and 6, or that Exodus 19 and 5, or that 1 Peter 2 and 11, 4 and 11, or 2 and 9, like 1 Peter 2 and 9. Being that royal priesthood, or that Deuteronomy 7 and 6 being the greatest thing on the planet, and above all nations, or being that Exodus 19 and 5, that peculiar person, above all people. That's what they do. They consult to cast him down from his excellency. That's excellency that we have in us, man. The laws make us excellency, right? Read on.
They delight in lies.
They do what?
They delight in lies.
So other nations, they delight in their lies, man. Because it make them proud. Like I said, when we read in 1 Maccabees 1 and 12, it said these devices please them to get us going off and not being in our God's righteousness. That please them. Read on.
They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
They, like you said, they got the smooth words. They all deceiving lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly, man. Inside, man, they just know that that lie is going to keep you docile in a docile state of mind, right? Proverbs 62, it's Proverbs 30 and 8. Proverbs 30 and 8.
Book of Proverbs chapter 30, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remove far from me vanity and lies.
What did Solomon say?
Remove far from me vanity and lies.
Remove far from me vanity and lies, vainness and lies. I don't want to be around people that like. And guess what? We don't like. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, man. I can't stand somebody that love to talk about themselves all the time and like praise themselves. Like when you go Proverbs 4, 7, and 8, it said, if you exalt wisdom, wisdom will exalt you. You gotta tell nobody. You gotta keep showing yourself. But vanity, people that's vain, they love to talk about what's vain. They talk about their damn self. Let's talk about the Most High God. Right? He said, remove far from me vanity and lies. Now we need to get lies away from us. Read on.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Give me neither poverty, don't give me riches. Read on.
Feed me with food convenient for me.
But feed me with food that is convenient for me. I ain't trying to be the richest man. I don't want to be the poorest man either. But I just need something that's convenient for me, my life, man, right? We eat every day, right? We got opportunity to work. We got opportunity to drive or catch, whatever the case may be. A lot of people looking for extra. He said, just feed me with food that's convenient for me. Just give me some truth, man. The food that's convenient for us is truth, because lies don't profit us nothing. We just need food that's convenient for us, which is the truth, man. Read that again. That's a scripture.
Verse 8 from the top. Remove far from me vanity and lies.
Mm-hmm.
Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Why? Read on. My bad. Why?
Lest I be full and deny thee.
Lest I be what?
Lest I be full and deny thee.
And if you give me too much, sooner or later, then what Ecclesiastes 7:7 say? She'll oppression make a wise man, and a what? And a gift destroys the heart. But if you give me too much, I will be full like these rich actors and entertainers and these people that don't want to stop. Because now they into the bread. They made $1 million, they want to make $2 million. They be damned they go back to making thousands. No, not on my watch. He said, lest I be full and deny thee. I don't need nothing else. I got all I need, right? That's why we got to be content with what we got. But we need to get these lies away from us. Read on.
And say, who is the Lord?
Uh-huh.
Or least I be poor and steal.
Uh-huh.
And take the name of my God in vain.
So he said, I don't want to be too rich and forget about my God. He said, I don't want to be too poor. And then I start doing stuff, what? Out of order. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm stealing and I'm out here doing wickedness and things that I know I shouldn't do. The way to be content with our lives is keep getting truth. Truth is the contentity that we need, the content that we need. The contentness. Content is that word? Contentness. If it ain't, I made it today. Right? Hosea 7:3. Contentness. You know, we always make a word. These damn dictionaries, they love to make up words, man. Hosea 7:3.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 3.
Bring it out.
They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies.
So this is what Esau and them do. They make the kings glad with their wickedness and their lies. See, we prefer that lie over the truth. And guess what? That make them glad. The homosexuals, all of that, when you tell them that they're going to make that, it make them happy with the lies. But when you tell them the truth, oh, they don't like that. But it make them happy when you tell them a lie, man. Read that again.
Verse 3 from the top. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies.
They make the king glad with their wickedness, man. You make Esau happy too, guess what? When you inherit these lies. And when you keep living these lies. Every time you go and you tell somebody I'm African American, and Esau here, yes. They give you the Michael Jordan. Yeah. Just make them proud, man. Make the devices work, man. You make them proud. But it's the lies that they love, man. But like you said, like King Solomon said, we got to get these lies and vanity away from us, man. Far away from us. Make them happy with them lies, though, because we prefer them lies. Go to Nahum 3:1, though. Nahum chapter 3, verse 1.
It's the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to what?
Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to this bloody city, man. Destruction to this bloody city. Death is coming to America, man. Destruction coming to this kingdom. Why?
It is all full of lies.
It is what?
It is all full of lies.
It is full of lies. So if destruction is coming to this city because it's full of lies, what should we be doing? Get out of these lies, man, right? Or you gonna be a partaker in their sin. Woe to the bloody city because it's full of lies. Destruction to the city because it was built off lies. So we should start to try to stay as far away as we can from lies. Or we're gonna be a partaker in its sin, right? You want to keep living off lies, and you gonna get what lies get. And that's destruction. Revelation 21:8. It said no liars. They're gonna get that second death, right? That fire and brimstone lake. You don't want that. Woe to this bloody city because it is full of lies, man. Let's go into the apocrypha. We're gonna get this and we're gonna get out of here. The history of Susanna. I read this, man. This got some wicked people in our nation. The history of Susanna. Let's see what's that? It's page 110. Well, we'll start at page 109. Let's read 1 and 2. The history of Susanna, man. I don't know if y'all read this, but there was some lies in this, man. But the truth came out. All praise to the Most High God, because like you said, lies are only for a moment, but the truth will stand forever, right? Let's get an account of this, man. Let me go to this precept. Another lie. Yeah, everybody history of Susanna? Start at where we read 1 and 2.
It's the book of the history of Susanna. Chapter 1, verse 1. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joseph.
Joseph, okay, so you had a man called Joseph, right? Read up.
And he took a wife whose name was Susanna.
So he had a wife, his name was Susanna. Read up.
The daughter of Chelsea. A very fair woman.
A what?
A very fair woman.
So Susanna was a what? A beautiful woman, right? Read up.
And one that feared the Lord.
But she did what?
And one that feared the Lord.
She feared the Lord thy God. All praise. So she was a beautiful, fair woman, a wife to Joseph. Right? Jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Now when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk. So
Susanna was at the house, at the crib. They had some people over and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Now, everybody left. So now Susanna go to the garden, right? Let's see what she do.
And the two elders saw her going in every day.
So two elders seen this woman going in the garden every day. Two elder men and two older men, right? They seen Susanna going into the garden every day,
and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her.
So that their what?
So that their lust was inflamed toward her.
So that their lust was inflamed toward her. But Susanna was a what? A fair woman, right? She was a beautiful woman. So the two elder men seen her every day, and their lust, it was burning for Susanna. They wanted her. They desired her because of how fair she looked and how beautiful she was. And she would fear the Lord, man. See, that's what that's a beautiful woman these days. They think what ass shots and all this stuff. That ain't a beautiful woman. Submission. You know what I'm saying? Being a submission, man. Being a woman that fear God. That's what's nice. Read verse 9.
And they perverted their own mind.
And they did what?
And they perverted their own mind.
So they perverted their own mind. What that mean? They start thinking lustful thoughts on Susanna. Right? Read on.
And turned away their eyes. That they might not look unto heaven. Nor remember just judgment.
So it was so bad on them that they didn't want to remember. See, it's like your fringes. When you messing up, you look down at your fringes like, yeah, man, I gotta keep these commandments. But it said they looked up. They didn't even want to remember just ways that they should. They were so inflamed in their lust for Susanna that they didn't give a damn about the law. They didn't give a damn about just judgment no more, right? Jump down to verse 20, man.
Verse 20. Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee. So Susanna went to take a bath one day. They had a garden outside, and they shut the doors, right? But the two elders, they went and hid inside of the garden so that they could see her take a shower.
right? So now she sees them. So read 20 again.
Verse 20 from the top. Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us.
So the two elder men, they were like, well, the garden doors shut. Can't nobody see us now. What?
And we are in love with thee. Therefore, consent unto us and lie with us.
They said, so look, keep going to lay down with us, man. Can't nobody see what we're doing. And the garden doors are shut. You need to go and throw us, give us some of that, man. But we in love with you. Our love is burning for you. We desire you, right? Read on.
If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee.
Read that again.
If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee.
And they said, if you don't sleep and lay with us, we're going to lie and bear witness against thee. Because what does the Bible say about witnesses? Let's get that right. Deuteronomy 19. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 19 and 15, Deuteronomy.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 19, verse 15. One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity.
Read on.
Or for any sin. In any sin that he sinneth at the mouth of two witnesses, or at the mouth of three witnesses, shall the matter be established.
So at the mouth of two witnesses shall all matter be established. So they said, well, look, we're going to bribe you, but if you don't sleep with us, we're going to lie and we're going to go against you in judgment, right? Let's see. Don't want to get that. Now we'll go there. It'll be the law. But let's go back to Susanna. So at the matter of 2 or 3 witnesses, guess what? This woman can get put to death. Susanna can get put to death right now, basically. If she don't consent to lay down with these 2 elders, then basically it's death. Because they saying they're going to go in and witness against her. Read 21. Was it 21? Yeah.
Verse 21 from the top. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee.
And they said, we're going to lie and say that we saw you sleeping with another man, because Susanna was what? She was married. So what they was going to do, they said, either you going to sleep with us, or we're going to go and tell everybody that you committed adultery on your husband. And what is that worthy of back in this time? Yeah, right? Read on.
And therefore, thou didst send away thy maids from thee. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straight on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me.
So either way it goes, it's going to be death, right? If I sleep with y'all and it be found out, it's going to be death. If y'all go and lie on me with 2 witnesses, because 2 witnesses, the matter is official, it's going to be death. Read on.
And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands.
Read on.
It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord.
So because Susanna, what? She feared the Lord, right? So she could have tried to save herself and gone to sleep with them and lie down with them, but she said, no, it's better for me to fall into your hands, for you to go try to false report and witness on me and lie, than me to sin in the sight of my God. I'm not going to sin because y'all want me to sin. Y'all can just take that up, because she feared God, right? So she was in submission to the Most High God. Jump over to 20. Let's go down to. Just keep going to 27.
Verse 27. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna.
Because it wasn't, and guess what? This is that. You got to have a good report, right? Hold there. Let me get this precept right quick. Proverbs 11. No, not 11. 21. 21. Nah, 22. Proverbs 22 and 1. Just write this down. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. So Susanna always had a good report or a good name on her, right? So Capt and I always talk about, man, you don't want to have a name of being what? Busy Betty and this thing, always talking the truth. You want to have a good name. And it said when the elders came to them, they couldn't believe it. They were ashamed because this report had never been upon Susanna. She wasn't this kind of woman, right? Read on.
Verse 28. And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband, Joseph, the two elders came also, full of mischievous imagination.
In mischievous imagination. Where they get this mischievous imagination from? Esau. This is the spirit, man. That's what we always say. Cain and Abel. Cain had the spirit of Esau in him, right? These two elders got that spirit, that lust has inflamed them. They got the spirit of the so-called white man, because it said they were full of mischievous imaginations against Susanna to do what?
To put her to death.
To put this woman to death. That's wicked. This is what lies get you. They got to keep, remember, when you tell a lie, you got to what? Keep lying, right? You got to make sure that thing add up, right? So they wanted to put her to death because she did not sleep with them. Read on.
Verse 29, it said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chelsea, Joseph's wife. And so they sent. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman.
Read on.
And
beauteous to behold, that's right.
Beauteous to behold.
Okay, drop down to 35.
Verse 35. And she weeping, looked up toward heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord.
So she's gonna get put on trial for this thing. So she looked up to heaven because her heart trusted in the Lord, man. She know where strength come from, right? Read on.
And the elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away.
Read on.
Then a young man, who there was hid, came unto her and lay with her.
And now did that happen? It's a straight up lie. This is a straight up lie, man. It said the maids closed the door, so everybody was in on it. The maid was in on it. They shut the door. The man in the garden, okay, now she's gonna cheat on her wife. That's what they saying. Read on.
Then we that stood in a corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold.
Read on, man.
For he was stronger than we. And opened the door and leaped out.
So the lie just keep going, man. They say they saw the dude sleep with him. When they came in and tried to confront the dude, what did he do? Oh, he even Smith. Boom, get off me, Christian Okoye. Boom. So he was stronger than me. He big man me. He big man us. I'm talking about just line after line after line, right? Read on.
But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us.
But then they lied and say, we asked who the man was, but she wouldn't tell us. Read on.
These things do we testify. Then the assembly.
So they said, these things do we testify. They are lying. Testify. Read on.
Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people. So they condemned her to death.
So they believed these two elders, man. And what do? They condemned her to be put to death, man. Because we know, we got to get it. On Leviticus 19, we got to get it. We'll just bring it out again for Leviticus 19 and 15, I think. Yeah.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 15. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
So you shouldn't do no unrighteousness in judgment. These elders done did unrighteousness in judgment of this woman Susanna. But that is a law that you cannot do unrighteousness in judgment. So the people believe them, right? Because they know that we're supposed to keep these laws, right? We're supposed to be righteous judges, man. We are the judges of the earth. And that's a law that you can't do unrighteous judgment. So they believe these two elders' report, man. Go back, man.
Verse 42. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting God.
That what?
That knowest the secret.
That knoweth the secret. Read on.
And knowest all things before they be. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me.
So she praying to our Lord, man. Look, wow, you know they lying on you. You know they bearing false witness. Read on.
And behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
Have maliciously invented, right? You know that malicious, that means it was premeditated. They knew what they was doing from the jump. they conspired one another to either get this one put to death or to sleep with this one. Read on.
Verse 44. And the Lord heard her voice.
And the Lord did what?
And the Lord heard her voice.
And the Lord heard her voice. Read on.
Therefore, when she was led to be put to death,
what did the Lord do?
The Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
So the Lord put into a spirit of Daniel, man. Right? This woman calling for her God. She was a firm woman. She was what? A woman that feared the Lord. So she kept the commandment. So now the Most High is going to step in and intervene now, right? Read on.
Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. Then all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? Spoken? So he standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools?
You say, y'all fools, man. Read on.
Ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel.
So Daniel stood up and said, man, y'all are fools, man. Y'all ain't even examine these men, man. Daniel for the cross-examine these Negroes. Now you're going to have to get your story straight. See, that lie going to have to add up now. The Lord put that spirit in Daniel, though, man. Now he's finna get to it. He said, y'all fools, man. Y'all ain't even examine these dudes. So what Daniel finna do is, Daniel finna get one dude and ask him questions, and then he go get the other dude and ask him questions and see if that thing line up, man. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. But the Lord put that spirit in her because she was what? Faithful, and she was a woman that kept the Most High God's law. 51.
Verse 51. Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them.
So Daniel finna get to examination. It's called cross-examination, right? That's what they call it today. We're gonna see if these stories line up. Read up.
So when they were put asunder, one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxing old in wickedness, now thy sins, which thou hast committed aforetime, are come to light.
So, okay, y'all sins will come to light. I got something for y'all. I got y'all. Read on.
For thou hast pronounced false judgment and hast condemned the innocent.
Read on.
And hast let the guilty go free.
And you go condemn the innocent, but you'll let the guilty go free. That's what y'all doing. Read on.
Albeit, the Lord said, the innocent and righteous shalt thou not slay. Now then, if thou hast seen her.
So if you seen her doing this, what?
Tell me, under what tree sawest thou them?
What tree did you see her?
Company together. Who answered under a mystic tree.
Mystic tree, yeah.
And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head, for even now the angel of God have received the sentence of God to cut thee in two.
Read out. So he said he saw her under a mystic tree, right? Now go to 58.
Verse 58. Now therefore, tell me.
So now you go to the other one and you say what?
Under what tree didst thou take them? Company.
Companion. Yeah, company is one. That word.
Together. Who answered under a home tree.
So he said he saw him under a home tree. Remember the other guy said a mystic tree, right? Read on.
Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thine own head, for the angel of God waited with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you.
61.
Verse 61. And they arose against thee, two elders, for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth.
Because we read in Leviticus 19 and 15 that you have to do righteous judgment. Read on.
And according to the law of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor. And they put them to death.
So they end up getting put to death for trying to lie on Susanna. So at the end, you go get what you deserve, man. If you want to keep preferring lies over truth, well, you go get what lies give you. And that's that lake of fire. But if you keep true in this word and prefer truth over lies, and then guess what? The Most High will always what? Fight for you like he did for Susanna. That's what he did. He fought for Susanna because she was keeping the commandments. And those guys were lying on her. Man, like I said, The Bible has some great reads, man. Y'all can go back and read that. That's just crazy, man. But that happened today, man. That actually happened today. This is where you get what? Rape. This is where you get raped, man. When men are burnt in their lust, man, and desire for somebody. And they don't care about they didn't care about what was going to happen to them. It said it. So they didn't care about justice. Y'all know rape is in the Bible. Y'all got to preach up for that? Let's get there before we go, man. Matter of fact, let's get the law. All praise to the Most High for giving us the opportunity to bring out this lesson. We got to prefer truth over lies, Israel, man. You know, some brothers and sisters got some edification, got some scriptures, got some understanding, man, out of this thing. Go to Deuteronomy. We're going to always say keep the law. Go to Deuteronomy 25 and 35, I believe. Let's see if that's what it is. 25. No, 22 and 25. Deuteronomy 22 and 25. Show you how that rape is in the Bible. Because like, this is another way to show them that it's way more than 10 commandments, right? Because rape ain't in the 10 commandments. But you know that you can't do that. That's malicious. Read it. This will be the law for tonight. Deuteronomy 22 and 25.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel.
If a man find a betrothed damsel, mean what? A married woman, right? Read up.
In the field. And a man force her.
And that man do what?
And a man force her.
And that man force her. Read up.
And lie with her.
And do what?
And lie with her.
Then what?
Then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Because in the end, man, you look at and you see stories and movies and things, and sometimes the women, what? They feel like that it's their fault a lot of times, right? These things happen. But the Bible lets you know that that man alone, he shall die, right? If he lay with her, if he force her and lay with her, he shall die. But what?
But unto the damsel, thou shalt do nothing.
But unto the woman, don't do nothing to her. Because he did what? He forced her to lie with him. Read out.
There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
And she didn't do anything worthy of death, right? Because we know that the man, come on, man. These Negroes, you know, it's easier for a man to constrain a woman, right? Come on, stop playing. But ain't no sin in that woman, but he tried to take something. Read out.
For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
So what does that last word mean? Against, for as when a man rises up against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. Murder. So rape is really considered murder. When a man rapes a woman, that's murder. And the Bible says that what the murder is gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven. So by that precept you put rape, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, that's exactly what it's going into. You know what I'm saying? That's the law for tonight. Like we help brothers and sisters got edification. Thank y'all for tuning in on YouTube. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit subscribe. You can get our Monday night classes, Wednesday night classes, Friday night classes, and Saturday morning classes. We got about 2 weeks, brothers and sisters, for our Passover, man. Like we said, if brothers and sisters want to join in, man, feel free to hit us up. Hit us up on our Battle Axe page. You can email us, or we have phone numbers on there where you can call and contact the captains. And let's get this thing going, man. Zephaniah 2:1, let's gather together, man. Deuteronomy 16 to 16, 3 times a year. So all males, let me get it right quick before I go. I'm already ready. Y'all ain't got to give me, y'all can write it down. Deuteronomy 16 to 16, 3 times in a year. So all thy males appear before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose. In the feast of unleavened bread. This is going into unleavened bread that we're going to Passover and unleavened bread. And the feast of weeks and the feast of tabernacles. And they shall not appear before the Lord empty. So this is a commandment for brothers to definitely keep the feast of unleavened bread, the feast of weeks, and the feast of tabernacles. So, man, I hope brothers and sisters call us. Let's get this thing. Let's gather together. Let's keep the commandments and prefer truth over lies, brothers and sisters. Everything out. That we say shalom, shalom.